start with the first question from the Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Abdul Saila. Madam, what role, beside arranging the idea of your summits, what role you believe universities can play to upskill ideas from the schools to the commercial entities?
Three C's means conceive, create, and commercialize. Any idea that can be conceived in the mind of a student has to be converted into the prototype, but then it has to be reached to the market for the purpose of commercialization. If it is not reaching there, of course, there is no benefit of coming up with fascinating ideas. I've been a part of judges in different forums, and sometimes I really feel astonished when students come up with a very different kind of ideas, and those ideas has nothing to do with the application. One idea came in any of the National Incubation Center competition, and that talks about that we are going to create electricity. That's a genuine problem. It's a national need. Of course, everybody, each one of us, do really need electricity. So I get really like this. I think, okay, that's good. It's a national need. But then, how are we going to create this low-cost electricity source for our region? And he mentioned through blood. Through blood, I can really create the electricity which we can sell into the market. So I was fascinated by this argument. I said, hello, are you in your brains? Is human life more important or electricity more important? Let me tell you exactly where the problem lies. The problem lies in our brains. The problem is here. If you really want an idea to get commercialized, going through the process of creation, it has to meet the market's need first. If anything we create is not required by anyone in the industry, is not required by anyone into the society, I guarantee you come up with wonderful ideas that's not going to get commercialized. How it can be done? Of course, with the involvement of the stakeholders at the earlier level. Early level means I have done or I have created that mic, and now after creation or coming up with a prototype, I'm taking this mic to the industry and asking, do you need that? And they might say, no, we don't need that. Why? Because I did not ask them at the earlier level whether it's going to be your need or not. Let me share a story with you. When I was doing a postdoc at University of Utah, I had fascinating interviews with real inventors there. The University of Utah is known as an entrepreneurial university, and every day they have invention disclosures. Every day. Every day the technology transfer officers, the professors come up with an invention, and the facilitators there who are sitting there, the TGO managers, they are facilitating the entire process, going from conception to the commercialization. They are helping them to come up with the patents, they are helping them to look for investors, they are helping them to really bring it into the entire process of ecosystem. And let me tell you a story of one inventor there. I was interacting with them and I asked him, sir, you made this fascinating technology, can you just talk about it? And he said, yes, I can talk about it. He said it was National Science Foundation funded project, $5,000 project, National Science Foundation funded project. What it had to do, it has something like headphones. It has to wear the headphones, and when you wear those headphones, there are patients who MRI machine se guzarenge. Through the MRI machine, the data will be collected. And the data will talk about some sensitivity issue. And important data that needs to be collected. Fine. Then what happened? He said, I came up with a prototype and I took that prototype to the doctors and I asked them how kindly use it on the patients. And when you be using it on the patients, let me know whether this technology is usable or not. Alright. Then he said, I went back to the doctors after 20 days. And I went back to the doctors and I asked them whether you need this product or not. They bluntly said no. $5,000. 20 years of age of an experience in developing that technology, and the final stakeholder at the end said, no, we don't need that. Okay? So I was like very sad, and I said, then what happened? If you spend your entire life on working on that technology, इतने सारे पैसे खर्च करके, इतने सारे grants आ गई, फिर भी वो technology आपका end user use करा, then what happened? said the technology is good, data is also being collected. There is the issue of design. And what is the issue of design? We have a sequence of patients that are going through the MRI machine. We do not have 15 minutes कि हर 15 मिनट के बाद हम किसी को हेडफोन पहना है, फिर उतारे, फिर पहना है, फिर उतारे, फिर उसका डेटा कलेक्ट हो. Yes, we could have something which is already part of MRI machine. It was a problem of design. It was not a problem with technology. It was a problem with the design which could have been asked at the earlier level from the doctors and then could have made it a part of the MRI machine in order to avoid this non-acceptance or rejection problem. Then again I didn't stop there. I asked them, "अच्छा फिर क्या हुआ?" Then what was next? You could have changed the design or after school you can make it part of MRI machine और फिर लेकर जाते. And then his answer was really heartbreaking. And he said, by the time I was out of grants, मेरे पास पैसे खत्म हो गए थे. Now you imagine. It's a very different kind of problem that inventors are really struggling to face. They apply for grant भी मिलती है, फंडिंग भी मिलती है, टेक्नोलॉजी भी बनती है. टेक्नोलॉजी जब एंड यूजर के पास पहुंचती है तो एंड यूजर को वो चाहिए ही नहीं. क्यों? क्योंकि स्टेक होल्डर was not engaged at the earlier level when there was a need of designing the technology. So the problem here that you mentioned in how to really make this process facilitated is to kindly engage with your stakeholder at the earlier level of your conception. Whenever the time you're conceiving an idea, go and talk to as many end users as possible. And then ask them, what do you really want? Once you know what is needed to do the market, once industry know what is really required by them, then and there it is possible to apply these 3 C's. And once you will be in the process of applying these 3 C's, I think National Incubation Centers and the Business Incubation Center done by HEC will become or play a facilitator role. Thank you very much, Vidyal.